Hi everyone, Sunday afternoon, and Sundays I like to do a little something special in the kitchen. And one of the things I like to make often, because it has so many uses, is a very nice Italian sauce, a red sauce, a tomato-based sauce. And I've developed a sauce that probably takes about 10 minutes to put together. And you let it simmer on low heat for about an hour or two. Man, it is just awesome. I use it in lasagna. I use it for spaghetti topping, as we're going to be doing tonight here. Got Bobby coming over to dinner. So it's really as simple as 2 cans of 14.5-ounce diced tomatoes, 2 small cans of tomato sauce, 1 can of tomato paste. I've got, I don't know, onions are kind of on steroids these days. I don't know. You know, it seems like everything's got to be bigger. You know, they sell it by a pound, but you only get one of these in a pound. These big white onions. So I'm going to use half of that. And I also went and I bought a nice fresh clove of garlic. A lot of people leave it sitting around, but the garlic can get a little rancid and stuff. So it's going to be real simple. I have Italian seasoning, which combines a lot of the oreganos, the basils. I also have some oregano leaves to jack it up a little bit. And in addition, I have basil leaves here, dried basil leaves. And I also have fennel seed, which I'll dig out and I'll show you a bit. So let's get started. Simple, fast, really outstanding tomato sauce. It's a red-based sauce for all types of Italian dishes. Stay tuned, this is easy. All right, how about a quick look at the ingredients that we're going to use here. I have now chopped up half of a large onion. Dice that up. I have 2 cloves of garlic that I chopped very finely there. I'm going to use 2 cans, 14.5 ounces each of the diced tomatoes. And I have 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. And one, I believe this is, this is a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of fennel seed. I'm going to use a 1.5 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. I'm going to use a tablespoon of oregano leaves and basil. I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of basil. I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper and 1 tablespoon of salt. So that's the simple basic ingredients. I like to do everything like the French say, to have everything in place before you start. My stuff all chopped and ready to go. I've got 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the bottom of a pan. So I'm going to go ahead and brown up and get these translucent, the onions, and get the garlic going. And then we're just going to add our ingredients with a cup of water. And go, man, go. I have a good medium heat going here, and we're just going to sweat the onions and the garlic. This is what fills the house with a nice Italian flavor. And I'm going to take my spoon here. Make sure you're stirring them good. You don't want them to burn. You just want to get the rawness out of them. You want the onions to look translucent, and you want that garlic to cook down. And that olive oil will keep it from burning. Okay, so we'll check back when they're cooked off. You can kind of see how the color is tanned now. Now I'll go ahead and add my diced tomatoes. 2 cans of that. Go ahead and mix them in good. Awesome. Add 2 cans of tomato sauce. Number 1. See how easy it is when you have everything open, ready to go. There's 2. Now I'll stop a second because I have to get this out with the knife. The tomato paste is kind of thick. Alright, well, we got the spices all ready on the plate here. The pepper, the salt. We like to use the rough ground coarse pepper. It just has a better flavor. We got a little bit of fennel. We got the 1.5 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, a tablespoon of oregano leaves, and a 1/2 teaspoon of basil. We're going to go ahead and add that in. And it's easy when you just have it all on a plate there. And then we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of water in there, just to give it a little volume and help it have something so it can simmer down a little bit. And I might actually add another ½ cup as things get underway here. And this bubbling away and this sitting on low heat for an hour or so is really going to help all those flavors meld together. And if you're going to use a lasagna, if you're going to use it for a lasagna and you want it a little thicker, you let it go a little longer and simmer down so it thickens. If you want a medium spaghetti sauce like this that would go over very nicely, well, you can just add that 1 cup of water. If you want a thinner sauce to work down, like I like to use here, I'll add a 2nd cup here, and then most of that will steam off and it'll be very, very tasty.